Yes.
Where is Srihari?
Yeah, I was about to ask why yesterday also
Yesterday
he
he was
joined.
there, he said.
No, he was there.
Oh, he joined, huh?
He joined.
Yesterday he joined from some other room, he said.
Okay, fine.
No, I think he took it on his computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but from 6th floor, some room.
Okay. Yeah. He was in some room sitting. Correct. Okay, so if he comes, fine. Otherwise, we have the subject. Jagat.
Subject adopted.
Jagat.
So we don't have to go to GV yet. So continue.
We are waiting for you to continue.
What is there for me
You
to
have to-
continue? We were discussing on that, and then 9:15 or 13
Yeah,
happened,
correct.
and we quit. So we have to continue from
Yeah,
there.
you
Okay.
were also
I will
you were
give one
telling that.
statement.
Okay.
One statement I will give you here. In Jagrata Avastha, whatever we do here now, in my life, that is Jagat. And Swapna and other side, I have no control. But yesterday I have understood that is also Jagat. Okay. And not yesterday, from our discussions. And now, like people say that God is there everywhere, no? Like Kanakadas or something similar here. Everywhere it's only Jagat. Okay, Jagat is which is possible for me to experience. That much I know. And beyond that is nothing but uh, the next level, 2 levels, what you're talking about, GV and not GV, it is Ishvara, maybe.
No, where did you drop GV?
GV is gone. We have clubbed.
Okay, GV is the experiencer here as for me. Because I have Jiva, I am able to experience.
Correct.
You ask me not to go to GV, discuss only about Jagat. So there is nothing that I can define other than Jagat. All transactions, all thinking, all emotions, all measurements, and all decisions, anything through intellect what we do is coming under this Jagat. And very tough to believe that it is Mithya. Because thinking Satya, we do all our actions. From the philosophy point of view, without naming any gurus, Dvaita and Advaita, only 2 things here. These all, Dvaita is also fully convincing.
Right.
If I read Veda, if I read spiritual books, or if I sit alone and meditate, even then that is also, it's happening in the awareness. But the moment I lose that about myself, that when I forget, then my thinking that is not Jagat. When I deeply involved and I forget. Because I am in Jagrata Avastha, but I don't have understanding of any of these things. Like, intuition sometimes comes. It says that something is good happening around you, something bad. But we are not able to figure out most of the time. But that day some news will come. So that intuition based one, I think not falling under this Jagat because we forget about everything that time and space.
Correct. That is Ishvara.
Oh, that's Ishvara. Okay.
So the experience.
One more thing. When I during cold, you get sneezing, right?
Correct.
And suddenly breathe stops. You get that happens during that moment. You lose yourself. I don't know what is that stage is. Jagatar. Outside of that.
No, that is GV.
That is Jiva.
You can't escape from GV, Jagat, GV, Ishvara. You're bound by that.
You'll be
Yeah.
bound by either of them.
Not other objects.
Yeah,
See, we all are bound by.
either of them.
Pardon?
Either of them.
Either of them. Yes,
I said,
yes, yes.
yes. So one question. So what about conscious, unconscious, subconscious, and unconscious?
That is far away. So we will take it when we come to Ishvara.
Okay, fine.
We are long way to go there.
Yeah, so I think we are stuck with Jagat only.
Yes.
See, whatever we experience, whatever we see, and whatever we do on everything and anything and everything we do is part of Jagat only.
Yes, everything we do, anything and everything we identify, we set relationship and we experience is Jagat only.
Jagat only, correct.
There's nothing else other than Jagat. So, and hence Jagat is Satya.
Correct. Even what we are doing now is also Jagat.
Jagat. See, in the mind, actually right now, Lata, as we spoke, so when you said second floor came. Then when Bhatt said sixth floor came. And when he said where you are sitting, we will come there, that also came. You see how fast it works.
The mind works.
Mind
Correct.
works.
Immediate. Yes.
So now we have that memory of you sitting there, even though right now you are not sitting there.
Right.
Even though you said in the morning that you are working from home, but the moment you said my seat is fixed there and you can come, and we are going to come. So already the mind has started walking towards you. And the Jagat is created.
Yes.
So we can't pretend that Jagat is Mithya.
Yeah. I was remembering that day in office when Malini and Padmashri came together.
Correct.
Yeah, immediately I recognized, oh, Malini and Padmashri is coming. Only after 1 minute, I thought, okay, I shouldn't be thinking like that. But it's already gone, right?
Yes, it's already gone. So it is so difficult to stop Jagat.
Yes.
So when we see an object, be it husband, wife, child, or whatever it is, see, forget that is very closely related. On whichever we are not closely related, also we are able to create a Jagat.
Yes.
See, I'm not related to you, nor you're related to me, or I'm not related to Bhatt, or he's not related to me. But whenever we meet, the Jagat gets created.
Yeah, immediate identification, connection, and all happens. Yes.
And when it is identified, the relationship is set. Do I see you as flesh and blood, or do I see you as a name? I am seeing you as a name. Simple. So I am in Jagat only. No matter how much Vedanta I know, it doesn't help. So when I am in Jagat, there is no self-realization also. Because there is absolutely nonsense thing which is happening. So all our waking world reality is only nonsense. We are not in the actual Satya, and that is the reason if you go pure Vedanta, the waking state is called as extended dream state. And one talk on Sarva Priyananda I was listening, and he was saying that if you are a adept Vedantin, you will not agree the dream state is no different than a waking state, but that would be too harsh. So we should have something called as waking state, not make it as a dream state. But what really it is an extension of dream state only.
Yeah, I think he little bit moderates Vedanta.
Yes, he moderates Vedanta so that people don't run away.
Yeah, and also Jagat, he say it is Mithya. So that also he kinds of moderates.
Yeah, he tries to patch it up.
He moderates. Correct.
Yeah, that he shouldn't be doing anyway.
That.
Yeah, he does that. He shouldn't be doing it, but for whatever great interest, good interest, or for the society at large or whatever, he does that.
Correct. Yeah, right.
So now what's the difference between the waking state and the sleeping state? They both are same. Or dream state, they are same. They are Jagat only. How do we prove it? Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's all what is happening in the mind. Finally,
Yes, exactly.
right?
See, no, it is not what
Even
is. Yeah, go ahead.
even whatever we are experiencing is also from the past only. We are not experiencing as we are going, because experience happens because of the memories.
Yes.
So that's also already, that is past and that is gone and it is stored. So it is equivalent to dreams only. And dreams also is coming based on some waking experiences, right? Only it is not sequential and ordered. It is random. The same thing's getting played out, but this is played out in a sequence or whatever, in an order or continuity.
Yep.
So it is so waking state is also a dream state in that sense.
Yes, I think Srihari wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So this Jagat is what then the sannyasis, what they do is they go into the renunciation part of worldly things, right? So which is also a Jagat.
Yes, it is part of Jagat.
Jagat. So how can that be established when we see from the sannyasis perspective? But still, they'll be doing all these worldly activities, right? I mean, as long as they are with the physical form.
Okay.
How should
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just asking, how should I interpret that when sannyasi is trying to get away from the world? That's what the renunciation is about, right? And world is Jagat. The worldly things, objects, and all is Jagat. How can that be interpreted?
No, that interpretation of sannyasi is that he gives up all of that in the mind, because in the mind only is creating all of it. The Jagat is created in the mind, nowhere else. See, Srihari, that day when we met, when we say that day, immediately the mind goes to that day. Is it or not?
Yeah, correct.
That's Jagat. It's created in your mind. So what a sannyasi will do is, he'll not go to any past. So somebody were to say that day, he will not create that day. He will live in the present, not going to the past.
Okay.
I and you will go to the past. So when I say, Srihari, when you are sitting there, so immediately the workstation will come. Yes or no?
Yes.
And all events will start to appear. That is how memory playing is all about.
Okay.
So what is a sannyasi? Yasa is to give. San is the raga, dvesha, moha, which is in parts or in full, is given up. Okay, so when I say I am in yasa, that means I have given up what should be given up. So sannyasa means I have given up everything. Everything of what? Of the Jagat. So that I can now see the pain of the Jivi. Only when we give up Jagat, you can see the pain of Jivi. And that is how dukkha is seen. As long as Jagat is established, we can't see anything. So how to interpret it? As much as we see Jagat, so much far we are from Vedanta.
Okay.
I don't know whether I really answered your question or not.
Yes, you answered, but the thing is, every day-to-day activities, coming to office or the office activities, everything is part of them.
Jagat only.
Jagat only.
Correct. So you shouldn't take it personally.
Every transaction that we are
Every
doing.
transaction which happens, every blame which comes, or every appreciation which comes, every challenges that comes, every project information, misinformation that comes, every political thing what comes, every favoritism that comes, everything that comes in the office is just like a surgeon going and cutting the body and trying to fix some things. So you should think in that way when you are in the office, or when I am in the office, knowing the Vedanta. So there are days when I'll be blamed, for sure. So just accept to that blame. Some days I'll be appreciated. Just accept it. Don't react. So I shouldn't be reacting both to the blame and also and praises. They both are same. They are part of Jagat only. If I were to flutter because I am happy with the praise, I should be ready for blame which comes next. One day or the other, Sri Hari, I am going to be blamed for some things, for sure. On that day, Vedanta will come to help. And some days I'll be praised like crazy. And on that day, Vedanta should come. What do you think?
Yeah.
Another way to look at Jagat, Sri Hari, that day we were talking, and now it is all history or memories. So if we were to brush up the memory, what we both can see, I was telling you from morning. So I was there in the office at say 7:45 till evening. I met so many people and had so many coffees and all that first day interaction, but all has become stale. So when I am coming to office tomorrow, that freshness is not there. It's gone. It is now a stale thing. And that's what Jagat is going to be. All the time it will become stale. So the new project, first day it will be good, after that it becomes stale. Marriage, first day it will be good, after that it becomes stale. Food, first day it will be good, after that it becomes stale.
That's why I think we crave for new experiences.
Yes, and Jagat is all about new experiences.
We want to work on that challenging project and this new role we want, and that we want to do. We want to go and see that place. We want to get that experience. So
Yes.
you want that newness,
Yes,
always.
New all the time. But actually, the GV is stale. The Jagat is new.
Mm.
So we are ready to come to GV, but when you come to GV, you'll see it. It's completely stale.
But then all these transactions definitely demands us to go to future or go to the past, right?
Yes, absolutely. That is how Jagat works. Jagat works on past, present, and future. So that is the pain you have to take for having been born. Now you want to go back, right? You don't want to come back again. This is a mad world where what is not there is there, and what is there is said that is not there. So you have to escape this mad place. But instead of escaping, we stick to that Jagat.
So that's what we know. We stick to it.
Yes, we stick to that and thinking that this is what it is all about.
Yeah. If you really look, it looks really meaningless. So you observe your grandparents, you observe your parents, you observe yourself, you observe your kids.
They are doing the
Then
same
also
thing.
and then so many new kids have come up. So many years back, my daughter was small. She was playing around, and in that place there are some other kids which has come. It continues. The same thing continues again and again and again.
Correct.
What do you gain? Nothing.
Nothing, and that's the reason it's called samsara. You are circling there only. So the consciousness, Ishvara, keeps on circling in the same place, in search of liberation. But since it's associated with Jagat, it cannot liberate. Forget liberation, it can't even realize itself that it is indeed consciousness. See, another thing, Sri Hari, yesterday's email, what we were going through, it's purely Jagat. Isn't that emotions are flaring
Yeah, on all the sides. Yeah.
on all the sides? And that is what Jagat is all about. So much of energy is getting wasted, but that is what Jagat is all about. It's about challenges, it's all about competition, it's all about acquiring, it's all about proving, it's all about showing something, it's all about doing something which really doesn't have any value. But-
Yeah, and why we are doing all this, we feel we are not complete. So we get that, we feel we'll complete ourselves. So that craving to get everything is there. So you're not satisfied at all.
Mm.
So you want that. So you feel that if whatever historian, whatever we are doing, we get it here, then you'll be happy. Right? And then like that. So many things. We will feel we want to get this, we want to get that, different kinds of experiences. And you feel that all the happiness is in there in those objects. And you want to get those. Then you find that thing is gone. Once you get it, that's gone.
Right.
Again, you want something else. It continues and continues. The day you understand that the enjoyment happens not because of the objects, and it can happen without any objects, is when you can look at Jagat in a different way.
Correct. Okay, so done with Jagat, or we have still more
Yeah.
actually.
A lot of sadhana is required to get away from it. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Concept wise, it is understood, and then it is kind of
Convincing.
getting deep to the
It is
thoughts. It is
convincing,
very
that's all.
convincing.
See, Vedanta is like that. When you hear it, you felt very convinced, right? 100% you feel convinced. Especially somebody is put very articulate and putting it across in the right way, you feel very convinced. But the thing is, when you are operating in this world, that should come. And you should work according to that. That's where the challenge is. The mind will not listen. It will run wherever it wants.
See, another thing, Shriyari. Now, let's say I stick on to this company for 2 years as planned. After 2 years, the company says that there is no need for you. Now you see all the effort I have put, all the blames or all the praises, etc. is gone. After 10 years from today, nobody cares about which all company I have worked and what I have done, whether I was heading an organization, I was not heading an organization, whether I was dealing with numerous products or services and all that, and the challenges which I have gone through and how I have made the team work. Even I don't care. Forget about others caring.
I was about to say that. Who remembers?
Who remembers? It's like saying that when I was in my first standard, how much I was studying. I used to study all the days and all that. Even I don't even bother. The 10th standard or the 10th grade or the 12th or whatever the post that whatever I've done, now I don't even care. That's
Yeah,
all.
and look at our grandparents' parents. Do you even know them? Does anybody remember them?
Nothing.
Gone.
And they have done the same thing. They have struggled their life.
Yes.
They have made sure that nobody goes hungry. They have made sure that the children are not deprived, etc.
Right.
But nobody, at present, it doesn't even come into our memory that they were.
Even our grandparents don't come.
Yes. And I keep on reflecting, Lata. I don't have both the parents. Hardly one day I get some thought about my father and mother, that too in terms of where they would have landed with their karma. Otherwise, I don't even remember them, what they did in their life, what they did for me, whether they did good for me, bad for me. I don't even want to bring it up. So that doesn't mean that they did not put effort. They have put so much of effort to bring us up.
Correct.
So what's the use? That's what Jagat is all about. Nobody cares.
So that is, you keep lot of effort, you don't gain anything out of it. It's all lost here only.
Yes. Absolutely. See, a girl is born, a boy is born. So they don't marry at that time. After the body grows, there is marriage and they get to their life. They have their children. So again a girl or a boy is born. And after that body grows, again that being will get married with another person where they will have another girl or a boy, and it keeps on going like that. And the concepts what we create, what the human beings create, is what it's all about. So the Jagat is only conceptual reality. There is no reality as Jagat, actually. But concepts work, and hence Jagat is Satya.
Yeah, we make it work.
No, that's exactly what we're striving for.
Correct.
We're literally striving to make it real.
Yeah, correct. That's true.
See, there was no such.
That's why I think that's why it needs a lot of effort to live in this world.
Yes. Yeah. And another thing, Lata, that when you were in your school, you know that you never had a daughter.
Yes.
But how do you accept now that you have a daughter? Except in the sense that there's another Jivi who's staying with you. That is correct. But
Correct.
where is this daughter who came into existence? So, in Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya asked this question, Kate Kanta Kaste Putraha Samsaro Yama Ativa Vichitraha. Who is wife and who is son? This samsara is really surprising to me.
Vichitra. Yes.
And he has said all of that, and then there is a recitation going on, that's all. So 20 people will sit, they will say, today our thing is Bhaja Govindam, we will dedicate to Shankaracharya, as though Shankaracharya asked them, please dedicate this to me. And 20 ladies will start singing like M.S. Subbalakshmi. If I were to go and ask M.S. Subbalakshmi, how much of this did you understand? She will say that I am a very classical singer. Or she might say something I've understood. But did she understand all the 12 verses of Shankaracharya? So, Jagat is what we know it doesn't exist. We put all the effort, we toil to make it real.
That's a daily struggle we have to make it real.
Exactly. That is exactly what we are doing. You're putting so much effort from morning till evening. knowing very well there is no reality, but yet make that reality. Because everybody speaks the same. Hey, what is your husband doing? So then my husband is working in so and so company. How husband doing has got to do with which company is working? And what is your wife doing? And that husband will say, my wife is at home, or my wife is a homemaker, or my wife is in so and so organization. How? What is the question? The question itself is so absurd. What is your husband doing? Who knows what my husband is doing at this time? So this is what samsara is all about. So kate kanta kaste putraha samsaro yama ativa vichitraha. So now, are we convinced that we are in Jagat? So there is no point in going to GV and Ishvara.
We are very much in Jagat. We are only in Jagat.
Yes. So all the Vedanta what we have learned so far is of no use.
It's not yielded any result.
Yes.
But-
yes, go ahead.
But whatever the time invested so far in Jagat, with the understanding that we are moving away from Jagat,
Yes.
that means Mithya to Satya. So that is not waste.
No, that is not
It
waste.
is Jagat, but that is not waste.
No, you will not. You will not lose. You will gain it as a GV.
Yeah, correct.
Jagat will not gain. You will gain as a GV, but you will never gain as Ishvara.
But for Jagat, is there something called gain or loss? It is just same, right?
It is like water over a lotus petal. That's what Jagat is.
Ah.
Neither it gains nor it loses, because you are creating it. So you are the loser. You are the gainer, you are the loser.
Yeah.
See, it's your life whom you have created. So you are going to suffer the consequence of your own creation.
Yeah, Jagat did not say this is your wife
Yes.
or your husband.
You are going to have the consequence. Jagat did not say that here is, I'm giving you a daughter or a son. I have created a daughter and son. So I am going to suffer with that relationship because that is unreal. So, to destroy the Jagat, the other two lines have to be said. Kasyatvam kaha kutaha ayataha tatvam chintya tadaha bhrataha. My dear brother, look at the tattva and always think on the tattva. Kasyatvam kaha kuta ayataha, from where have you come and where you are going. That is this line. So the only prayer we need to have is Kate Kanta Kaste Putra Samsaro Yama Ativa Vichitra Kasyatvam Kahkuta Ayata Tatvam Chintya Tadav Brata. And then the Jagat goes away. So can we do this meditation all the waking hours? What do you think? Possible?
Possible to some extent.
You should not stop even for a minute.
Yeah. That is also far away for me because I don't remember. Sometimes it is lost.
Yeah. So what we need to do is the smriti, That is, if we go to that Patanjali Yoga Sutra, is Pramana Viparya Vikalpas Nidra Smritaya.
Yeah.
In the Smriti, we have to have this all the time. Kate Kantaha
Yes.
Kaste Putraha Samsaro Yama Ativa Vichitraha Kasyatvam Kakuta Ayataha Tatvam Chintya Tadaha Prataha. So from where have I come and where I am going to go? That tattva, I need to think. There was no wife, there was no daughter, son, nobody was there, and nobody will be there. No matter how much effort I put to retain them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if we were to practice, then we are able to practice even in the office. Instead of Kate Kantaha Kaste Putraha, we can put Kate Project Kaste Delivery. So we can put that and enjoy. It's a game. So somebody will blame you. Okay, what's your problem? And somebody will praise you. What's your problem? Let them praise. Smile when they praise, smile when they curse. Supposing Sri Hari, I leave ABB and I join Yokogawa or Schneider or Honeywell. Same. No difference. Same kind of project, same kind of problem, same kind of praise and same kind of claims. For some money, for eating. Now the question comes, I am all happy. After ABB, should I join somewhere? I don't think so. I am going to do the next mistake of joining somewhere else. 100%. So I am going to end my journey with ABB.
Good. ABB has put an end to your journey.
I really don't want. Day before yesterday, I decided.
Mm.
Whenever it ends, I'm not going to force an end, but whenever it ends, it ends. That's all. I'm going to delete my profile also.
Yeah, if you are able to get to that state, then it's so easy. You can simply operate in this world without any issues.
Yes, absolutely. Now that is
Yeah.
that is a test I take. Yeah, go ahead. But
Yeah, there are few things which we are very much connected. One is this our own photo. We love a lot. Nowadays with this mobile phones and all that. Number one. Number two, in the social media, we try to promote ourselves. And if you are get away from all these things without our name coming anywhere, I think that is one level of achievement, I think.
yes, absolutely.
Including LinkedIn, everywhere we try to give. But LinkedIn maybe just to give our introduction. Up to introduction point, it's okay because other person is supposed to know. But anything beyond that, glorifying is not really needed.
Yes, but if I want a job, I need to glorify. Otherwise, nobody will give me a job. So that is a cyclical process.
But then you should not join such jobs. Now you should join a job where, in true sense, if they are able to understand what we are and trying to take our help for that, and in return they are paying equivalent salary, then it is no problem.
No, that is correct.
But if I have to glorify myself, and then when I join, I am not that actually, right?
Yes, you are not.
Even other side also, they will say the managers will say company is very good, excellent, but it may not be. So it is better to have as much as possible neutral discussion.
Correct. So whatever it can be, is that this problem is going to persist whether I work or I don't work. This problem is going to persist. That is, if I don't disconnect this Kate Kanta Kaste Putra thing, cut in the mind, I don't know where I am going. I am exactly going to the same place. Meaning, from where I came, I am going to the same place. That means I am going to have a son and a wife in my next life also. That means I'm not going up. I'm staying in the same place.
Yeah. Then only you can have a wife and son. No? You have to come into the Saralam only.
Yes. So again, a sexual union has to happen to get the child. So then you're caught.
Yeah. So I think you have to observe your mind. What kind of thoughts are there continuously,
Yes. So
majority of the time.
yes, then we come into GV. When you start observing the mind.
Yeah.
Of
So
the-
then you can see how much you are thinking about Jagat, how much you are thinking about, or you are in that other thing.
No.
So you can see.
No, you will get to know two things, Lata. You will get to see how much you are involved with Jagat
Yes, exactly.
and how much you are as a GV.
Mm.
See, at present, none of us have experienced GV.
Mm.
I don't think so. We have experienced GV even for a moment.
Mm.
We only know there is something called GV.
Yep.
But what is GV? I have an answer.
Yeah, I think Bhatt gave an answer, right? The experiencer is a GV. Jagat is all the experience.
No, the experiencer is Ishvara,
Ishvara.
not even GV. Experience is Jagat. Experiencer
Experience
is Ishvara.
is Ishvara. Correct. That's true. In that way, it is correct.
So now what does GV do then?
GV is a portal. The Jagat.
I don't know what it does now. Because the experiencer is Ishvara, Drik Drishya Viveka, right?
Yeah.
Drik
Correct.
and Drishya and Viveka. So the Viveka is not there. Drik equals Drishya. So the experiencer itself is experience, right?
Mm. Yeah. Right.
So Ishvara itself is experience Jagat
Yes.
as GV.
Yes.
So the suicide is happening every moment.
Mm.
One stotram, I think, related to Vishnu, where it says like this: Jagatjala Palam, some Kachit Kanda Malam, Sarachandra Palam, and so on. It goes and say Bhajeham, Bhajeham. So what does that mean? Like Jagatjala Palam means? Does it mean that who protects the world?
Jala means net.
And then Palam is who protects it, right?
Yeah, protects it from falling.
Protects it from falling into Jagat.
Hmm.
So it is not that who protects the world.
No, Jagat is, see, in English, unfortunately, it is world.
Okay.
Jag means to keep. And when we say Jagat, it means that you are keeping something. You are retaining something. So, what is kept? Whatever you think as a loka is kept, which is world. So, Jagataha Vande Parvati Parameshwarau. One who is keeping something, he is protected by Parvati and Parameshwara. Isn't it or not? You are keeping your mother. Isn't it being protected?
Can you give once
See,
again?
Jagataha Pitaram Vande Parvati Parameshwara. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Jagataha Pitaram Vande. Jagat Pitara means Pitar means one who takes care. So the usual English word for that is father.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So Jagataha Pitaram Vande. So I prostrate to that father who takes care of the world. Right. So now Jagat as an explanation. Jagat is explanation is what one keeps. Aren't we keeping, let's say, mother in my mind, wife in my mind, daughter, son, job, etc.?
Yes.
Don't you require protection? Yes or no?
Yes, but we want to get away from that.
No, that is
We want-
separate. That is separate.
Mhm.
But as
Okay,
far as
yeah.
Jagat is concerned, don't you want that
Yes.
protection? Otherwise, they are going to die, or something is going to happen, or you lose job.
Right.
So, Jagataha Pitaram Vande Parvati Parmeshwaram is that Parvati and Parmeshwara, please protect whatever I am keeping. Because I have kept the world for myself. Got the point?
Basically, protect the unreal. Please let the illusion continue.
Let it be there.
Right. That's what we are asking for.
Exactly. At no point in time, please take the object out. I cannot stand. See, Bhatt lost his mother. So we use the word lost, correct? Losing. If Jagataha Pitaram Vande Parvati Parameshwaram, that is, you yourself is the father for this Jagat, so you protect from losing. But is Parvati Parameshwara hearing to that? But I believe that they will. So we use the word losing. So Bhatt lost his mother some years ago. I lost my mother some years ago. I lost my father some years ago. Like that. And Lata lost her mother some days ago. And you have lost your father some days ago. Or some months ago. So, but we are asking for protection of what? Whatever we are thinking is real.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. So we are asking, please, the illusion continue. Let us be in this illusion
Even
only.
though it is removed in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
What a kind of mind we have.
Right. That's true. Absolutely true.
And that's the reason Shankaracharya had to use this Kate Kanta Kaste Putraha Samsaro Yamativa Vichitraha, because it doesn't exist at all. No matter how much I struggle to make it, it doesn't.
Yeah, and also once you understand it at some level, and then again still you are in that, is what kind of will become more miserable.
Yes. So liberation is far from reality.
That's why it's difficult.
Yeah. Realization itself is difficult. Forget liberation.
Yeah, that's true.
But
So even these points we are discussing, but then you have to understand at that deep level. Then only it will strike.
yeah,
Because now you are discussing intellectually, right? You are discussing and then fine, right. We are agreeing, correct. But then it's not sinking deep in.
yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of conflict from all these stotras and all. The actual what is to protect, and then we praise and then ask for protection. And
Yeah,
now
that's what we keep asking. We are poor jivas in this world, experiencing the jagat. We do not know what exactly it is. This is what we know. Please protect.
yeah.
Please protect whatever I believe is true. That's all what it is.
That is what it is, correct. And you never say to pray to God, please do what you think is right for me, right? So you always know what is right for you. And you ask for that.
See, none of us, even as we speak, ask, let all the objects be removed from my eyes.
You don't dare to ask.
We don't ask.
That's what when M was telling some story, he said, when you pray to Devi, be careful. somebody will pray, they will be so enthusiastic and go and pray and say, Kali, oh please, I don't want anything, and then I need only you, and this and that. And then she will start pulling the rug from under your feet. Then it starts shaking. Then you say, oh no, 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 please don't do it. You get shaken up.
Yes.
So be careful what you ask for, based on your mental maturity.
Something similar happened actually. Lata. I told you, share my experience to Vilas also sometime back. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now there is no point in regretting, Srihari. The damage is done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only time so actually, when my mother was in the hospital, so my sister has given that some puja in the Muruga temple, and she couldn't, since she's in the hospital, so she didn't want me. She couldn't go herself. So it is in the afternoon, 12 o'clock or something. So she asked me to go and pray for my mother to come back. So I went. I was standing there for 1 hour. I just couldn't ask that. How much ever I tried, I just told, whatever you think is right for her, please do. So, but I was thinking, oh, my sister has told that I have to pray for. Like, I tried. I honestly tried for long, but I couldn't do it for whatever reason at that point of time. So I just told, only that one was coming. Whatever you think is right, please do that. So that's all I said. But every time it will not come like that. Huh? So in the normal prayer, it will not come like that. Yeah, so I think we are, before also Vilas was telling, we are trying to find stability and security in all these relationships, and you feel that you are not alone with when you surround with all these people. It is more like a distraction. We don't want to look at it. Look at what happens. Actually, when you think about today is your last day, then nothing at all matters actually. If you really see that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I keep thinking, does it matter? Any of those things, whatever is happening in office, whatever is happening in your personal life, or whatever, on that moment, on that day, if you are going to die, none of this matters. And I'm probably, when the moment of death, maybe we also realize that probably.
But it's too
Right?
late.
But it is too late.
So we have to die before the actual death comes.
Correct.
Then you are Ishvara.
Yes.
Skipping the GV.
Yeah, let us start discussing GV.
Yes, tomorrow.
Please start tomorrow.
9:25 now. I don't mind starting that, and then it will go in an odd direction. So
I have meeting at 9:30.
Yeah. No worries. So we will close.
Stakeholder meeting is
Okay.
there. But,
Okay, but go back to your Jagat.
Yes,
Back
we
to
are
your
back
Jagat.
in Jagat. So we have to attend meetings. No problem. So we'll talk about it tomorrow. Anyway, we are in office, so it will be an interesting session with GV. We all are GVs then.
We are all Bada GVs.
Yeah, Srihari, are you coming to office tomorrow?
I'm in office today also. Tomorrow I will try. Yes, yeah.
Hey, why try?
I have already booked the room, I believe. Yes.
You booked a room. Huh?
I have booked some rooms. Tomorrow is Friday, right? No, I will book the room for tomorrow. Here only. In the meeting invite, it will be there. It's easy to book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Srihari, try to make it. Since you have come all the days, you can also jump in one extra day if possible. Otherwise, no problem. You can join from remote.
Sure, Vilas. Yeah, I will try. Yeah.
You try. I mean, don't do it just because Jagat is asking you to do it.
Come as a GV.
GV.
Not as a samsari.
See, when you say I'll try, it means that we are in Jagat. And I pity the poor GV.
Yeah, I went into the future actually. tomorrow what time the bus will come for my daughter, and then the second one I have to finish in the morning. Yeah, my wife will start for her. Yeah, so all that. Yeah, Jagat has
these are the
opened.
pains of samsara.
Yes, you take care of the two kids. Tomorrow their school starts, so you don't have to come. You can join from the remote.
Yeah, so I was thinking the last 2 days which I came to office, I didn't have my car. Okay, so it's a pain. So and then it's very difficult to get an auto or anything from here. They will not come when you say that it's past Kerpura. No, none of the people will come. So it's very difficult for me to get an auto or a cab or anything from here to come. So 2 days I was thinking, okay, what kind of struggle this GV is having to go to that office and coming back also same thing. Nobody will accept. So you keep waiting. But anyway, I got my car yesterday. So tomorrow I should be able to come.
Good.
And then
You will enjoy
one,
driving tomorrow.
yeah, and also that people, the Uber guys, they will accept, but they will not come.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
They will cancel in the end.
And then you keep waiting, and then so then it's very kind of. So I was thinking, okay, what? So then normally I get agitated and I will get angry and all some years back. No, I was just calm and full. Okay, let it come. Whenever it come, I will go. So somebody will come. So I come. So tomorrow it may not be a struggle because I have my car.
Okay, so then we'll meet at 8:30 in the room what he's going to book.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
good day to everyone.
So
Yeah.
seventh floor is working fine, right, Lata? I will book there.
I don't know. I've never been to
I can
seventh
say
floor.
7th
So you
or
can
3rd
book.
floor.
No, you
Whichever
book.
floor you book. No
Yeah,
problem.
you
We'll
book
come.
and
We'll meet at. We'll meet in our place and my place, and then we'll go down.
Okay.
all right.
Fine then. Thank you.
Okay, good
Yeah,
day.
bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye.